JDs and Lettlemen, Goys and Burrows, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. Happy Friday. The weekend is here. Easter is right around the corner. Hopefully you guys are spending some amazing time with your loved ones. But I hope your week was as filled with as much XDefiant leaks as mine was. My Twitter was going crazy across the board, from TX to Frax to everyone that is on Twitter that leaks information and founders pack pricing and cosmetics and all this stuff that we saw. It was crazy to see. And one thing I will say, don't remember the name of the guy that leaked it, but the kind of reactive camo that they showed inside the shooting range, dope as hell to see that inside of XDefiant, to see animated camos and stuff. But we're not going to be talking about that in today's video. We'll make a whole video maybe over the weekend talking about all the leaks and information that we know. We're going to talk about the last 48 hours between Tom Henderson and kind of everything that's gone on that seems to be a negative push towards XDefiant. I'm not going to put my tinfoil hat on too much, but if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. We upload almost every single day here on the channel. But with that being said, guys, let's hop into this video. So over the weekend, we got an article from Tom Henderson, the one we inevitably were waiting for, that we thought would have more information to it, talking about XDefiant. Well, this article turned out to just be Tom Henderson explaining how XDefiant was quote-unquote chasing Call of Duty. Nothing really came from this other than Mark Rubin defeating that, saying like, hey, no, this isn't true. Wherever he's getting his sources, I roll, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't crazy. That didn't matter. But one thing we got from that was Mark Rubin saying, hey, we have an update coming this week. Well, it's Friday at the time. If you're watching this today, it was uploaded, and there's no update still. Now, I think the update will probably come later tonight, but over the last 48 hours, we've learned a ton of stuff that has made me question everything regarding XDefiant and Ubisoft as a whole, and I'm going to address that in a second. But Mark Rubin, during the day yesterday, kind of was talking about, well, this update isn't going to come directly from him, expect it to come from someone higher up, which if they're talking about a higher up, I'm assuming they mean Ubisoft. So stay out through today. After today's upload, there probably will be a video tomorrow that XDefiant is getting an announcement from Ubisoft directly, which is huge if true. A lot of the leakers have been saying expect it to come directly from Ubisoft, so I believe them as much as they've been doing over the past 48 to 72 hours of leaks. I expect them to be kind of spot on with that. It seems like they have people in their ear directly from the studio kind of telling them what's going on. But over the last 48 hours, we've gotten two articles from Insider Gaming and Tom Henderson, and this is where things start to get a little shaky. Both of these articles have been extremely, and I mean extremely, negative towards XDefiant, out of nowhere, in a kind of time frame where XDefiant wasn't talked about at all through the month of March, other than maybe here and there. This has become the hottest topic of discussion for Dextero, for Charlie Intel, for so many Call of Duty pages and other esports organizations, that all of a sudden XDefiant is the front page bad guy when it comes to horrible, horrible allegations between the Ubisoft studio, Mark Rubin, Aches, and so many others. And I just want to kind of clarify something real quick. I'm going to say this now. Hatred, sexism, racism, anything like that does not belong in the workplace and should never be tolerated. I think it's ridiculous. It's 2024. Just be fucking nice to each other. It's not that hard to be nice to one another. And if you don't like someone, just don't deal with them. I'm the firm believer in that. But I will say this. There have been some things that have been posted that you have to keep an open mind on, because I don't believe all of the things that I'm hearing, and I'll kind of get into an example real quick without pointing fingers. So the one article that stood out to me was this Ubisoft article about how they were sexist and racist and everyone was disrespectful, and the toxic work environment that was causing people to leave, and there was a lot of crazy shit in this article from Tom Henderson. But then there was a tweet. I'm not going to point the name out. I'm not going to post the tweet. You guys can easily go find it. There was a tweet that just kind of confused me. It was a ex-employee of Ubisoft talking about their time at Ubisoft, where they were treated wrong. They saw racist comments and remarks and all sorts of horrible shit that I 100% agree with them. If this happened to them, this is the worst thing that could ever happen, and I think it's awful, and the people that did it should be held 100% accountable. But in their comments, they quoted it with another tweet tagging, basically highlighting Mark Rubin as one of the people, and this person that worked at Ubisoft worked there until only 2017. Mark Rubin didn't join Ubisoft until 2019. It just makes no sense, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we have all these hateful things coming out against Mark Rubin, against XDefiant, and against Ubisoft. I don't give a fuck about the higher-ups at Ubisoft. They're probably pieces of shit. I fully agree with that. Most investors or high-up CEOs are assholes to everyone below them. It's common sense. It's basic business nowadays, which it shouldn't be, but it's how it works. But the issue I have is we're trying to basically smear XDefiant for what reason? It makes no sense to me that they tagged Mark Rubin in this as a person to highlight of who was toxic in their life at Ubisoft when Mark Rubin didn't even work at the same time as you inside of Ubisoft. It just seems like, hey, we're out to get this company for what reason? Now, like I said, if they've been making horrible remarks, racist remarks, sexist remarks, whoever did that should be held accountable, and I fully agree with that. But I find it very hard to believe that Mark Rubin is one of those people because they didn't even work there at the same time. And throughout the article, when it comes to Tom Henderson's article, he mentions Aches in Mark Rubin, but he doesn't mention any of the higher-ups that have been there forever. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe they know more than we do. I just find it hard to believe that Mark Rubin, who worked at Infinity Ward for 15 plus years or whatever it was, and Aches, who was a professional Call of Duty player, are the two most toxic things to happen to Ubisoft in the last 20 years. I just don't see that as a possibility because, number one, we've heard about sexism, racism, shitstorms of kind of these gaming centers or whatever they're called of these companies that are making games being these horrible, horrible work environments. It's been something that is an industry standard, sadly. But all of a sudden, XDefiant getting some leaks, it's getting some hype, it's getting some hope, and all of these kind of things are coming out and smearing it. For what reason? It seems like Tom Henderson, and I hate to say this, has like a personal vendetta against XDefiant. He doesn't do this kind of stuff. He doesn't make multiple articles about one game in the span of 1 week unless he really has something to gain from it. And what does he have to gain from this? Of getting rid of XDefiant as a game and not wanting it to launch? I don't know. I'm talking with my tinfoil hat right now. I have nothing against Tom Henderson. I don't think he's out to smear this game. It just doesn't make any sense. The issue I also have is with this, a lot of hate and negativity comes from the outside, specifically, again, its biggest competitor, Call of Duty. It drives me insane that every time something positive happens that's not on Call of Duty's side is just suddenly an issue for everyone. Call of Duty is a game that is just wash, rinse, and repeat every single season. The season update, we all love it. We think it's great. Then a couple weeks go by, we fucking hate it. Then we go into another mid-season update. We're like, this is cool. And then we hate it again until the next season. And it seems like Call of Duty fans can't accept the fact that maybe, just maybe, there is another game people are excited for. Or I don't know if it's just that COD players don't realize that there are other fucking games out there to play. There is not just Call of Duty. You can go out and play other games and have fun. You do not have to devote your life to one singular title and expect that title to be the best title for everyone across the board. I guarantee you, if you guys stepped out of Call of Duty and you've played it for a long time and went into other games, you'd realize that there is communities out there that are actually nice, that are not toxic assholes that just look to find every negative aspect about a video game. It is the internet, so I get it. People are complaining. They hate to be happy, but let us enjoy XDefiant and let us find out what's going on with XDefiant on our own without having big companies like Charlie Intel and Dextero come out and tell us that, oh, XDefiant's dead on arrival. Like, you're just creating negativity. For what reason? Because something else is coming to the market that a lot of people enjoy? I just don't understand it. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk for today's video. It feels like more of a rant than anything else, but there's a lot of drama that is surrounding XDefiant for no reason, and I don't understand why, but we'll find out, I guess, either later today if something is posted from Ubisoft, and if not, it's going to be a little frustrating because I have a feeling yesterday and the day before's articles are what pushed this back because they need to address that publicly before they talk about their game. So, I love you guys to death. I appreciate all love and support here recently on the channel. You guys are beautiful, one of a kind. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe. Turn on those post notification bells so you guys never miss an upload. If the update kind of comes out early enough here, throughout the day. I'll probably upload it later tonight on Friday tonight, but if not, expect it Saturday morning. Maybe on Easter I'll have a video. I don't know. There'd have to be some pretty groundbreaking news. If not, enjoy your Easter, spend time with your family, avoid the trolls on the internet. They aren't worth it, I promise. It is much better to go out and enjoy the day with the people you love and that love you back. So if you guys need anything, shoot me a message on Discord, Twitter, come over and talk, do whatever you want to do. I'm here to talk to everyone. So I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, boys, deuces.